Alright, hello there, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make my pitches for Sparta remixes. So, here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to pick a source that's somewhere on my computer. We'll just use BFP17. Alright, so I look for a, let's see.
This is so many of us are very confused. Agreed. Ruby, put your times tables away. Please?
I try to find a good sample.
Four. Ernst, I'm so happy you're back. Are you?
It depends. How good are you at patty cake?
I'm super pro.
Yay!
That sounds good. So, alright, so I cut it, make it too wide, and then I double click that, and let's see. I render it as a WAV file. You can name it whatever. I just pick random names sometimes. We'll just call it X. Okay, let's open that. Open folder. Alright, my Vegas done something weird and renders two of it, but usually it should just render one. And it's a name. So I pull up Melodyne, right? And I take the pitch and put it into Melodyne. I stretch it a little bit, and then I right click my screen, right click anywhere on the screen, and then I go over to pitch tool, and I click pitch modulation tool, and then I double left click the pitch, and it straightens it out so it's more of a straight pitch. And then I click on correct pitch, and I drag correct pitch center all the way over to 100, and I don't mess with that one. And then I put it on D4, and then I save it as, and then you can put it wherever. I have a file folder for all my samples. I'll just call it X save, and then I put them in FL Studio to make them sound better. I open sampler, I click this little button like a folder, I go to wherever you have your pitch, and then you import it into Vegas, and not Vegas, but FL. And then I turn crossfade all the way up, leave that, click normalize, and it kind of has this little click, so I use SMP start to get rid of that noise. And I turn these two both down all the way, turn this one back, move this one back a little, turn the release down, and then I drag this one back to nothing, and then I turn this one for an effect like, so it sounds sort of better than just a straight. And I click here, turn it to LPX times 2, amount, I turn it like that, so it does this. Doesn't change the pitch all that much, but I still do it. And okay, so you make your and then I turn it to 140 BPM. I also forgot that. Make sure this is set on 140. And also one thing, when you're putting your pitch in, sometimes your pitch sounds, it's not always right, so you kind of have to mess with it here, which kind of turns it, it's like fine-tuned kind of. I use that. Or you can go here and fine-tune it there where it says fine-tune, but usually Melodyne will fix that for you. And so you have your pitch, but it doesn't sound quite good, very good. So I'm gonna add some effects. So I get rid of Fruity Limiter, I add a Fruity Chorus, and I click on presets, click Light HF, I click Fruity Reverb and turn it back to half. I click on Fruity Delay 2, not Fruity Delay 3 but 2, and I turn it to about there, so the delay is still there, but it's not super overpowering. I put on Sound Goodizer. I turn it down to about here and turn it to B, or click on B or whatever, and then I add Flingus, Fruity Flingus, and turn it about these settings, but you can do whatever. This is just my method. And also turn it here, and I add phaser and turn it on this setting and turn it back. So then it sounds like this. And that's how it sounds. So yeah, that's how I do my pitches, and I'll probably show you guys how to do other things on here. So, and let's see, I'll go ahead and do this while I'm at it. Copy, delete. And then I click here, click export, wave file, and pitch samples, and then I export it as wave. Make sure you do that. I do. And then I export it like so, and then I open it up in Vegas, and I normalize it as well. And then I flip it like I do. And then, so yeah, that's how I do my pitches. So yeah, alright, bye.